JoJo Siwa just addressed one of the most persistent questions following her right now, not from a headline, but from fans who feel entitled to an answer. And the way she responded says a lot about where she is in her life, her relationship with Chris Hughes, and how much access she's willing to give the internet going forward. JoJo has spent most of her life growing up in public. For years, her career, her personality, even her milestones were shared openly and celebrated loudly. But lately, as her relationship with Chris Hughes has become more visible, the conversation around her has shifted. Fans aren't just watching what she's doing, they're projecting what they expect her next chapter to be. That pressure reached a familiar but deeply personal question: does JoJo Siwa want kids, and is that something she's planning with Chris Hughes? When she was asked directly, JoJo didn't dodge the question, but she didn't hand over control either. Instead of brushing it off or turning it into a soundbite, she paused, clearly choosing her words carefully. That moment alone stood out, because it made one thing clear: this wasn't a casual topic for her. JoJo explained that while she does think about her future, including the idea of family, she's not rushing into anything. There were no timelines, no promises, and no hints of immediate plans. Her focus, she said, is on building happiness, stability, and a strong foundation in her life before taking any major steps. More of a, someday, maybe, but not now. What made her response resonate wasn't the answer itself, but the boundary behind it. She didn't invite speculation. She didn't over-explain. And she didn't allow the conversation to turn into a public negotiation about her life choices. For someone who grew up sharing almost everything, that restraint felt deliberate. This wasn't just maturity, it was protection. A signal that while JoJo is open, she's no longer available for unlimited access. She also touched on how important it is to be aligned with a partner when it comes to decisions like this. She didn't speak on behalf of Chris Hughes, and that separation mattered. It suggested mutual respect and private communication, rather than a couple performing their future for public approval. Chris Hughes' silence on the topic only reinforced that. In an era where celebrity couples often rush to clarify, confirm, or capitalize on speculation, his decision to stay quiet feels intentional. Not absent, intentional. And that contrast makes their dynamic feel noticeably different from the norm. Online, reactions followed quickly. Many fans praised JoJo for answering honestly without giving in to pressure. Others pointed out how refreshing it was to see a public figure acknowledge the question without letting it define her. Of course, some people still tried to read between the lines, but even that debate highlighted the shift happening here. Because this moment isn't really about baby plans. It's about JoJo Siwa redefining how the public interacts with her life. She's no longer the version of herself shaped by expectations, timelines, or outside demands. She's an adult deciding what gets shared, when it gets shared, and why. And that's why this response landed the way it did. The internet asked, but for once, it didn't get to decide. What do you think about JoJo's response? Did it feel empowering, or did you want more clarity? Share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more celebrity news and updates.